Making the world healthier through the power of conversation. Top Med Talk.
All right, hello and welcome to Top Med Talk. We're here in Singapore for the 18th World Congress of Anesthesiologists. It's been 8 years since everyone has been together for a World Congress. Let me tell you, it's some exciting times. I'm Desiree Chappell. I am your host and co-editor-in-chief of Top Med Talk, and I'm joined by my co-editor-in-chief.
Good evening, Desiree.
Mike Grocott. Hello, Mike. How are you? I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. Long day, but very good. Very
days.
productive.
Long days.
True.
It's day 2
True.
of the WCA, and you've been quite busy.
We have. We've been bunking off today, doing a consensus meeting. So that I think has been very productive.
Yeah, we're going to do another chat about it, but POCI 15,
Yep.
so the Perioperative Quality Initiative, which we've talked a lot here on Top Med Talk.
4 sequential meetings, first in Ireland, the second in Charlotte in the United States, North Carolina, the third here and the fourth in Australia in November, all looking at perioperative health economics, quality and value, and different aspects thereof.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, actually.
A lot of learning as we...
It is a lot of learning, yeah, and a lot of interesting discussion, and I feel like we always feel like it's too much, and then we look back and it's like, no, we've actually learned a lot. So,
and a proper global perspective today. A lot of interesting voices in the room.
Yeah, Bruce Picard, who we've had on Top Med Talk before, and Kate Leslie and Guy from Australia, and Nyla Hyla
Klutz from Pretoria.
Yes.
South Africa.
Yeah, a good perspective. A lot of us from the US, UK, and all around. So it's been good. But anyway, we'll do a whole nother thing on that tomorrow. Now, we have another voice that we've just heard here, Mike, because he popped in before the introduction, but that's okay. Our former co-editor-in-chief.
The original.
I was just going to say the actual editor, the original, the OG editor-in-chief, founder, developer, I don't know what the word is, of Top Med Talk.
You had to let me go.
I did. You got a pink slip.
So I took a job.
Yeah, tell us all about it. Tell us all about it, because I'm sure many people haven't heard the latest.
Well, I took a job as Senior Vice President of Medical Affairs, which is a thing that makes sense to our industry partners, but not necessarily immediately to us, at Edwards Life Sciences, who were one of our original sponsors for Top Med Talk.
Yeah.
Which has been fantastic fun, great opportunity. Just before Christmas last year, they announced that Big Edwards, because Edwards is about 4/5 structural heart, heart valves and things like that, and 1/5 critical care. That the critical care component of it is spinning off, graduating, not sold off, to become its own independent company. So the plan is January the 1st, 2025, we will go, as I say, go to the market, ring the bell on Wall Street. It's one of the expressions that goes with that. As its own independent company, new name, new logo, new leadership, but the vast majority of people and all the products going with it, which is very exciting. The company in itself will have about 5,000 employees, so it's a big old company.
Yeah.
And the wonderful Katie Zyman, who's the current general manager for critical care, has been announced as the chief executive officer for the new company.
Fantastic.
And I was delighted to be announced as the chief medical officer.
Congratulations. I wish I had a button up here that gave a round of applause.
Oh, that's the other one.
This is the old, this is the newer one.
So that's more exciting.
That is it. So you've retired?
Retired from the health service, retired from being a doctor, retired as being professor in London, etc.
Yeah.
I'm still emeritus there and adjunct at Duke, but now have this wonderful new role, which is really, really exciting. I can thoroughly recommend people considering it as part of their different stages of life.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, like I said, congratulations. I'm sure we'll be hearing more and more about that. So, but both of you are here at the Congress as faculty and have been very busy with that, yeah?
Right, running around giving lectures when we're not.
Yesterday I was like, where are you going, Mike? Where are you going?
What did you speak on yesterday?
Yesterday was respiratory, post-operative pulmonary complications and different interventions that might be useful either in prevention or, largely in prevention. And just an interesting area, which I knew a reasonable amount about, but it actually to force yourself back to the literature and look at some things I mean, probably the most striking thing was the lack of evidence about smoking cessation and clinical benefit. So there's lots of studies that you can help people cease their smoking habit, and different types of interventions are better or less good. But there's almost nothing. I mean, just over 200 patients in 2 trials that actually speaks to clinical effectiveness, which is astonishing for
all the effort that we put into and talk about. That's
Exactly.
astonishing.
Yeah, really intriguing.
Huh.
I opened yesterday with Paul Miles and Anushka Alfonso, and I was asked to speak about disability-free survival.
With Paul.
With Paul.
Oh,
So I'm just going to talk about all of your research now. It killed me.
what did you talk about?
Which I thought, he talked about how, longer-term outcomes and specialist areas too. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I thought I knew very little about it, and then realised that I know quite a lot about it, which is good. But re-educated myself about those elements of it.
Paul didn't call you out on anything, did he?
Not yet. I think he might be saving.
I thought
He might be saving it.
said, I need to talk to Monty.
But that was, the prompt for it was when I was lucky enough to be involved in the relief trial with the data safety monitoring board in the background. The primary outcome variable for that was disability-free survival at 1 year. So you go for your surgery, and are you alive and free of disability 1 year later? And one of the striking things of that as a primary outcome variable is it was 80%, which means 20% of people were either not alive or they were disabled at 1 year after surgery. And the follow-up study done by Paul and colleagues, released relatively recently, is those rates in a prospective study seem to persist. But the challenging thing is, if you look at the disability worse at 1 year compared to disability better at 1 year, because some people have their problem fixed with the surgery, they're about equal. There are sort of a big number of disability worse and a big number of disability better, and it's almost a direct trade-off. It's like roulette, black or red, if you should mean.
Is that in similar surgeries, or some of this disability worse in people, for example, having cancer surgery, where they might have lost their...
I didn't see that component of it within it, but there are certain things that are predictive of whether or how you're going to travel that path.
Right.
I think they're quite intuitive, how much, where you are on the HUDAS score, begin with the World Health Organization score about disability. It means that if you're further up on the scale, you're more likely to end up even further up on the scale. But dementia and chronic kidney disease, I think were quite intuitive.
Yeah.
But there was the thing is, how do you use it? Because if you're doing shared decision making, you're counselling people. Part of things you have to say is, well, in your situation, you could get better, but you equally, part is one interpretation, my simplistic interpretation of it is you could get worse. So you have to make your own decisions in that context. But a lot of people got better. No, a lot better.
Interesting data.
Challenging.
And that's out there published?
Yeah, it's published in Anaesthesiology relatively recently.
Go and have a look.
2,000 plus patients, and they validated a new score that related to it. But it was worth reading.
Well, so I know we haven't made it to a lot of the sessions, but anything in particular that you've been interested in hearing more about?
I've been relatively, pigeonholed into having discussions about intraoperative hemodynamic instability.
Yes.
So I've enjoyed all of those because the people I was speaking in the sessions with updated me on current thought processes about where we are in that space. I've reassured myself I'm up to date.
Well, that's good news. That's good news. Mike, you've been able to make it to many of the sessions? Probably not.
Very few.
Yeah.
I've got to speak tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So preparation for surgery session with some prehab, some comorbidity management, long-term condition management, and then a talk on early digital screening and what you can do with sort of changing your pathway around if you do that right at the beginning.
Oh, that'll be interesting. Well, that's good. Well, we were at Pokey all day long today, so we didn't even get to hear the Harold Griffiths lecture. Did I say that right? Because we're going to edit this. Harold Griffiths?
Yeah.
Harold Griffiths.
So we just interviewed Kevin Fong?
We did. We just interviewed Kevin Fong. So we got all the skinny. We got the lowdown on what he talked about. The parts that he was really passionate about, which I think is interesting. It's all about risk and equating the things that we do in anesthesia to other industry and learn the lessons learned from there, and that maybe we're kind of over, what's the word, Monty? Over.
I got over obsessed, possibly,
Yes.
as a way of talking about trying to reduce risk to zero.
Yeah.
Because the very nature of the journey of major surgery, like other risky things in life, is risk is an inevitable part of it.
Yeah.
I know the ambition is to minimize the risk and maximize the positive outcomes, but can't make it risk-free.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's good.
And slightly lateral reflection, but the many of the safety endeavours,
Yeah.
which are very valuable. We want to avoid all those never events, of course, but the incremental burden of the various things you have to do that, they're all an opportunity cost on efficiency in other areas, and I don't know that we always capture that.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. All right. Well, anything we're super excited about for tomorrow besides your sessions? I think
I'm really looking forward to the posters tomorrow. They've been really well organised. I've done one
posters.
I've done one set of them already where I've been one of the people discussing the poster presentations. It's a great setup here.
It is. Yeah, they're right behind us, so you might be hearing some clapping.
Got another session tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, it's going to be cool.
And they're paper free.
They're all paper-free, all digital, You get a little silent disco set and you go into your own little sound bubble,
Brilliant.
facilitated by the headphones and the shortwave radio, and you have a nice little poster party.
I've heard of some great posters. I do want to kind of go down the row and take some pictures because I've heard there's some good ones there and interesting. Well, gentlemen, thank you for sitting down. I know it's sometimes hard to catch all of us because we're all running in different directions while we're here this week. So it's good to catch up with my co-editor in chief.
Thank you. And have we talked about your star turn and the opening ceremony yet?
No, I don't think we
compare off the moment.
I could say I did something once.
The Desiree or Denise Chappell show.
Yeah. That may or may not have happened. I have many aliases. That's
But you opened the
my
whole thing, Desiree. You've been the hostess with the most
hostess. You could say that.
You and that AI lady.
Yeah, well, that's right. She kind of stole the show, really. Come on, let's be honest. No, I did. So the organizing committee asked if I would MC the welcome ceremony, and after pondering it and thinking this is something that it sounds like a good idea, I don't know, said why not? Let's go for it. So
it was great.
All the work on Top Med Talk, it's got a lot of experience. Able to translate a little bit of that to the stage, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. We had I think my favorite part of the whole evening was hearing about the award recipients, the Distinguished Service Award, and all the great work that people have done in our field that I think when we live in our own little bubble, don't hear about, and some of the projects that they've done, and the project winner and the rising star, just absolutely incredible people who are going above and beyond a lot of us. So that was inspiring to me. So it was a lot of fun. And I got to moderate the technology and anesthesia plenary that morning. So it's a busy day for me too. And that was very interesting and a lot of fun. And one of the first times I think that industry has been part of a scientific program. And I hope that there's more. I hope that we're able to do this more because I think there's been great feedback about, hey, I never thought about that aspect of whatever. And so I think we're going to do that again.
And I think well attended, lots of enthusiasm from the delegates.
Absolutely. I think we had over 1,500 people there.
Brilliant.
Yeah, for that session. So lots of engagement, lots of good feedback. I think that they're always going to be interesting. People have different thoughts on things, but this is something where we need to go. And actually, I feel like in EBPOM, we've kind of started to do a little bit of that well, and including industry in what we do, because this is reality and technology is a part of what we do, and we shouldn't be afraid to talk about it and learn more about it and figure out a way forward.
We can't do it without each other.
You can't. No, a lot of kind of what Kevin was saying, and interfacing with technology. We have to also do that with the people that make technology so that we can move, we can impact where technology is moving, not that the companies can tell us what we need. We need to be able to tell them what we need. So it's good stuff.
The power of conversation.
That's it, Mike, right there.
That would make the world a healthier place.
There you go.
Yes, it would. All right, gentlemen. Well, we're going to wrap it.
We probably should explain. You're staring at a backdrop.
Don't look. Yes, making the world healthier through the... Actually, Mike, you say it.
Making the world healthier through the power of conversation. Top Med Talk.
That's it. We're going to... That is the new thing. Monty has lost the...
Oh, wow.
Don't do it. Don't say it.
I've just
Don't say it. I just do.
So the first time, sorry,
must
folks, you
have
can't
sent her-
see this.
No.
You sent the original. So the first time we got something printed, it said, making the world healthier.
I must have sent her the wrong thing.
Though the power of conversation.
I thought I deleted that file. Apparently I didn't. And no one else caught it.
Wow.
There's something about this word that 20 people can look at it and everyone misses it until it's printed.
Though the power of conversation.
I'm dyslexic, so
That's the thing. It's so funny. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Is my face turning red? I thought I deleted that file. Apparently I didn't.
We can't find the original mistake because I thought I saved it in the archive somewhere.
Well, clearly we've got it somewhere.
Well,
Maybe
they
actually
printed.
printed up.
We printed it.
Yeah.
And I will say that writing copy and doing graphic design is not my forte.
And luckily, we're all dyslexic.
And we are, I think so. So anyway, all right, wrap, guys. Thank you for listening to Top Med Talk. Everyone out there who tunes in every week, listens to the podcast, shares with friends, shares on social media. That is why we're here. And we appreciate all that you do and all that you listen to. And, if there's any topic or subject that you want to hear more about, let us know. You can find us on social media as well. LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. We are there. TopMedTalk.com. You can find all of our podcasts through our website. Again, thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Top Med Talk.
Thanks for downloading Top Med Talk. Don't forget to subscribe via your podcatcher. Don't forget to check us out on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And also, don't forget, Top Med Talk is the broadcasting arm of EBPOM, Evidence-Based Perioperative Medicine. We'd love you to find out more about that. If you check out ebpom.org, you can find low prices on some of the conferences we're organising around the world. Many of them are virtual and don't even involve you leaving your own home. Check out ebpom.org now.